grew up loving and playing sports. At least we think he grew up. Listen to Kevin Carius weekday mornings from 7 to 11 on Edmonton's home for sports, Sports 1440.
The Lawnmower Hospital.
Finish up the season with the Lawnmower Hospital and Ego, the #1 rated battery-powered platform. Ego lawnmowers are easy to use, powerful, and efficient. Transfer the battery to the pressure washer and clean the house. Don't forget the air blowers for when the leaves fall. Get Ego at the Lawnmower Hospital. Power beyond belief. Visit lawnmowerhospital.com.
We're more than repairs. We're more than mowers. The Lawnmower Hospital.
Diablo Boots sells only Canadian-made work and biker boots made by Canada West. No American or boots made in China, so no tariffs. All of Diablo's boots have replaceable soles and heels for longer life. Sizes 6 to 14 Triple E. Buy quality, buy Canadian. And support Canada West and Diablo, the two best names in the boot business. So save on boots by Save on Foods. That's Diablo Boots, 3340 Gateway Boulevard on the east side of Save on Foods. Buy Canadian. They're terrific.
This is Sports 1440 and the all-new Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas.
Presented by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
It's 11:02. Good morning. Thank you for tuning into Fantasy Frenzy today here on, well, not the AM radio. Well, maybe. I don't actually know. We haven't been getting live updates, but they are going to do some maintenance to the tower for us here on Sports 1440.
The power lines around the tower.
Troy
sent me the exact specifics as Kevin and I were talking about it.
Oh, okay.
So the Fortis is working on the power poles, cutting off the power to the transmitter. That is why we are grounded, so to say.
I just keep it simple and say maintenance.
Simple.
Maintenance
Easy.
going on. We'll be back for Lowdown with Lowdown, I believe. But for the time being, you have to stream us on iHeart. Oh, gross. Apple. No, wait. What happened? Davis Alexander just coughed out a tooth or a loogie or threw up on TV. I don't know if anyone saw that, but it just popped up on SportsCenter. It threw me off. Anywho, if you're streaming, thank you. You can watch us on YouTube. Sports 1440 AM. We're also on Facebook, X, and Instagram. Appreciate you guys all tuning in, finding alternate ways to do so. But like I said, the radio dial will be corrected sooner than later with Alan Mitchell hopefully being on right at the start of his show. The text line, 1-833-401-1440. Fantasy Frenzy brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc. And I just saw a replay of the hit that Alexander took. That was a straight up headshot. Ooh.
What was it called?
Well, it doesn't look like he went through concussion protocol, which maybe he should have.
I mean, he's probably fine.
That was a hellacious hit. Over the weekend, the Edmonton Elks stay alive. That was a fun one. Maybe not the prettiest of wins, but they got the job done. You're not going to complain. Now you got to go to BC on Friday night, handle your business. 8:30 kickoff. I'll be at Sherlock's in Sherwood Park if anybody wants to make the trip out to the park. A nice late start for you. Kick off your weekend. We should talk with the Edmonton Oilers. They'll be in action today, taking on the New York Rangers, Duke. How are we feeling about this one?
I'm excited.
Fired up?
Feels like it was a weird long weekend for the Oilers after playing Saturday night and then, a couple straight days off, which isn't unusual, but you look at around the rest of the league, and there's some teams already with 4 games under their belts playing their fourth or fifth tonight, and the Oilers are just playing game number 3. So Oilers fans have kind of been chomping at the bit a little bit. They get a couple home contests out of the way early, and now you headed to New York to take on a new look Rangers team, new head coach, some new players in there, no more Chris Kreider, who's now in Anaheim. And a new look for the Oilers lineup-wise. As Jack Roslovic looks like he's going to draw in Alec Regula, also out. So Stetcher's going to play his first game of the season. So some fresh faces 2025-26 version for the Oilers tonight to kick off this road trip.
Yeah, I mean, and I think we've talked about it, I'm sure, in the past. Teams kind of like these road trips at the start of the year, a little bit of team
Get the
bonding.
bond, especially when you got some new guys in the mix, couple of young guys like with Matt Savoy, Ike Howard, David Tomaszek, Alec Regula. Hopefully he's feeling okay. Took a couple pretty good licks in that Saturday night game against Vancouver, presumably why he's out of the lineup today or expected to be out of the lineup. So, yeah, I think early trips like this are nice, especially when the actual travel part of it isn't too rigorous, right? Like,
yeah,
they play these 3 games and they'll be staying at the same place the whole time.
It's a long trip out there, but then when you're out there, it's Islanders.
It's essentially a week in New York and then off to Detroit, obviously.
You get why professional athletes, and maybe even later in their career, are like, I think I want to play out east. The travel's pretty nice.
You're telling me every team in my division I could take the train there if I wanted to?
Like within the hour. Like an hour flight, let's say, if you're playing for New York, you've got Boston, Philly, the Islanders, Devils,
Capitals,
Leafs,
Pittsburgh be a little further, I guess, than Philly per se, but still not far. It's in state still.
Detroit's pretty close. Chicago.
Yeah. And that's Ottawa, even out of conference. Like Columbus, like up in Ohio is right there too. It's all so, I don't know if you mentioned the Hurricanes up in Raleigh, like they're all there. It's all right there, and even across into Canada, they're close too. So yeah, people love to chastise players when they bolt for East Coast teams, but there's a lot of positives to it.
Absolutely, yeah. I think we're gone now on the radio dial. Time to
It
flare.
was good while it lasted. Yeah, we're CRTC no longer binds us.
They can't stop us now. Let me tell you what I really think about stuff. If you can hear us and we're fading in and out, just let us know. I'll send you a link so you can stream online as well. Jesse texting in, hey guys, I've got Chuba Hubbard and Devontae Adams and evaluating 2 possible trades. Trade 1, Chuba and Adams for Flowers and Bucky Irving. Trade 2, Chuba for Cortland Sutton. Chuba's going to be maybe one of the more intriguing guys in the NFL right now with Rico Dowdle coming in.
Going off.
And doing what he's doing.
2 straight 200-plus yard scrimmage games.
Chuba supporting him. And that's, fantastic. But, he's got to be a little bit of okay, am I going to... How much is this going to eat into my carries? Because if you're Carolina, you have to go with Rico Dowdle. You can't just, you're going to use Chuba as well. But I'm going to be interested to see what the balance is. And honestly, for the first game when Chuba returns, I might not even put him in the lineup.
I don't think you can, at least until it shows that Dowdle comes off of this little revenge tour high, and I mean, you can't deny how effective he's been. But Chuba Hubbard they signed him to extension for a reason. They really like him there too. So you have to think he's going to get back in the mix, but it might be a slow mix back in until Dowdle cools off, if he cools off.
Text lines 1-833-414-40. Also the YouTube chat going here. Lance had said, boys, who do I take for the survivor pool? And then Northside Norm said, was poor Connor the only one eliminated this week? I think I might have been. Was I the only one who thought, hey, Eagles should beat the Giants? Giants just lost to the Saints. They're the defending Super Bowl champions. I can't be the only one, but maybe other people were just smarter than I am. Lance is leaning towards the Patriots. Well, we'll dive into that a little bit further on, probably later in the week.
Mike Vrabel revenge game. They're in Tennessee.
Oh, yeah, they're going to stomp Tennessee. Okay. When they hired Callahan, I'm almost willing to guarantee if we went back and looked through the archives of this show, I probably uttered the phrase, he's not making a pass here too. That at the time, I didn't understand that hiring. To go from Vrabel to him?
When coaches are hired in that type of situation, and Houston, fresh out of a kind of rebuild, they managed to do pretty quick work of it because of really strong rookie performances by C.J. Stroud. They traded to get Will Anderson Jr. But when they hired, who was the Ravens wider? David Culley. They hired David Culley
for 1 year.
Then they hire Lovie Smith. You see those hires and you say, yeah, these guys are essentially sacrificial lambs. But at least a guy like Lovie Smith, with the amount of success he's had, it's almost kind of, you're starting to try and change the culture a little bit. Accountability. We're doing things the right way. It's not a young upstart, trendy hire. I don't really think David Culley was either. I don't know what they were thinking with that, but anyway.
But he wasn't that bad.
Coach
of the future.
Yeah, maybe.
Beat the Chargers, I think.
Where's he at now?
Well,
my point being, I'm with you. The Callahan hire never really made a ton of sense. And I had this as an in or out with Kevin this morning that I think now, like they have, what's Mike McCoy as interim here. I think you have to go out and get like an established head coach and preferably an offensively inclined one. Now, that's easier said than done. These guys, if they're still viable, they usually get hired. But is a guy like Mike McCarthy a crazy thing to say?
Well, no, I don't think so. Hey, he won a Super Bowl in Green Bay. Things went really well when they won. He was okay with the Cowboys. From where they are right now, no, I think he's an upgrade. Is he the guy?
But once again, is he long for the job? Probably not.
I mean, what excites you about Tennessee? It's a nice city.
Cam Ward,
running backs. Your Calvin Ridley's way overpriced.
Eli Kyle Manor.
I mean, we love
WR1.
We love him.
I remain steadfast that I think the defense is or should be okay. They have guys on
Jeffrey
defense.
Simmons is a heck of a player.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But otherwise, no, it's not a super enticing job.
Cully is not coaching. He was done after his time with the Texans.
Shocker.
He was a lifetime coach. Maybe he just got the bag.
Well,
they probably paid him for 3 years.
Or alternatively, you have to coach that Texans team for a year, and you're like, I don't think I like football anymore.
I don't love this game.
Yeah, I've lost my passion for the game. I'm going to go take my... Listen, he probably wasn't paid super lucratively, head coach, comparatively speaking. But just take his money, ride him in the sunset, and hang out with the fam.
I'm pretty sure he was the guy, though, that led the Davis... What's long neck?
Davis Mills. I read a report that the Bengals tried to get Davis Mills out of Houston before they got Flacco.
I remember, I'm pretty sure it was like they essentially ended the Chargers' playoff hopes that year.
Oh, really?
That Texans team. Chargers were very injured, and I think there was a big like COVID run going through the squad.
Oh, yeah.
But I was like, they could still win.
And then the next year, Davis Mills stopped the Texans from getting the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
And Hail Mary. Well, that
worked out good.
I can say this with absolute honesty. When that happened, I wasn't even mad because I'm like, the Texans are such a bad organization that if they had the first pick, they would make the wrong choice. So just let them pick who's left.
Yeah.
And then they made a very savvy move of trading up again with Arizona to get, they picked 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah, Will Anderson.
And had both rookie of the years the next season.
Isn't it funny how that works? Because I just watched like the Chargers Dolphins over the weekend, and there's still fan bases debating it.
To Herbert.
I will say, like, I didn't hate Herbert, but I was like, I wanted Tua.
How at the tape in Alabama, how could you not?
I was like, get us Tua. That's going to be outstanding. And then all of a sudden, obviously the Finns were very high on him. And hey, he's been a good quarterback. Great. I don't know. Good for sure. But yeah, things sometimes just work out for you. Aaron says, fella, it's a huge indictment on the Fantasy Frenzies show that they chose your slot to cut the power. This shall be known as the Fantasy Frenzy Revenge Show and will be the best show in its brief but illustrious history. From Aaron. Like, where we just swear? Or
we just really cut it loose.
Yeah. We know, hey, it didn't fall, like, it didn't go unnoticed that it happened at this time slot.
But at the same time, it's not like Stingray didn't choose. It's Fortis is an external. Now, did Stingray maybe say this is the time that we're back? We don't know that. Jackie Ray is not going to disclose that to us because she cares about our feelings.
Yeah.
So if we did want to turn this into a revenge tour type show, it would, I think, be a Michael Jordan-esque one where we're creating the slights against us. We're imagining them and using them to our advantage. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah. Well, that's what the great ones do, right?
Mm-hmm. You make your own bulletin board material, rat poison.
Yeah. But hey, it is what it is. I think what's the needs of the many
outweigh the needs of the few.
Yeah, I mean, people want low tide. Less people want us.
And he no-showed us this morning.
Oh, power move.
I can't believe it.
He really wants you tuning in at noon today.
I guess so.
Miguel says, in our league, someone is trading Michael Pittman Jr. for Zach Charbonnet. Is it just me, or is that incredibly one-sided? Yeah. I mean, a backup running back for a team starting receiver. That being said,
Pittman hasn't been lighting it up like it's been the Jonathan Taylor, Tyler Warren show largely, with Josh Downs getting some love.
Pittman hasn't been bad, though. 4 touchdowns, 28 receptions. Middle, not elite.
So this in PPR, his scores read off as such week to week: 28, 19, 15, 14, 4.
Pittman?
Yeah.
28?
20, then 8.
Oh. I was like, that was a good week. I missed it. Okay. I mean, and I don't know. Maybe the person acquiring Charbonnet needs a running back and is banking on a Kenneth Walker injury.
Yeah, I was going to say the handcuff option, perhaps, but I definitely think it doesn't come across as super even, but Pittman, it might be a needs-based trade. I don't know.
Playbook Vic texts in Rico, and then says, I'm in Osoyos this week, boys, listening via podcast. Pleasure doing business with you on the Jacobs and JJ trade. Looking forward to our matchup this week. Yeah, the matchup this week, right now, he is favored, and he doesn't even have a kicker in his lineup. But we'll make some adjustments. We'll probably get Terry McLaurin back out there. Might have to go with Herbert this weekend against the Colts. That defense has allowed some points. I benched Herbert this week. I don't know if you saw that one.
I benched him for Caleb Williams.
I benched him in every league, and he still played pretty good.
Fine. Yeah.
But that offensive line scared me. Jordan Love is our other option this week. Downs served a purpose, scored us a touchdown, but assuming Terry McLaurin can go, I think he's going to slot back into our lineup. And then, we're just waiting on injuries. Ricky Pearsall and Mike Evans. Once those boys are good.
The injuries across the league are just brutal.
Every year.
Never stops.
It never stops.
It's the nature of the game, I suppose. Fred Warner's yesterday, the Niners, if we've said it once, we've said it 100 times. They got some sort of bad juju or something over there that's just brutal injuries to important players and not like short-term stuff.
No,
Tough to
brutal.
see. Tough to see.
Like that seance. Go do it. Is there like a cemetery or something they were, their facility is based on or built on? Because they got to do something. That's also, can you guys just say the F word for an hour? I don't know.
And no,
I don't think so.
Well, sorry. Could I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you?
I'm capable of it. Will I? No. No, I don't think so.
Just dive into dark conspiracies, things of that sort would be kind of fun. Framer Johnny says, I'm on Radio Player, still getting you. Yeah, streaming is the way to go for this episode. Or YouTube. The chat's going crazy in there. We got Carlton, Norm. Of course, Josh is going to be there. Lance, Dean. Everyone having a good time in the YouTube chat right now. So head over there. We can pass the link along to you if you'd like. Even if you just want to go and give us a like, we'll probably approve that as well. We'll take a break here. When we come back, some more text for you. We'll talk a little bit about the Oilers. Can give you their lineup as well. It is Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, streaming Sports 1440 on Radio Player Canada or on iHeart, our website. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram, brought to you by Wilhock Beef Jerky.
Hi, Mike here from Northgate Chevrolet Buick GMC. I'm super excited to tell you today that we have fed over 250 families so far with our Feed 500 Families event. With that said, we are still short of our goal. We have decided to continue this on through to the end of October. With your help and your support, we can get this done. Please stop in and see us today, 13215 97th Street, or visit us online at northgategm.com.
You've probably heard the term supply and demand. Something is needed and someone supplies it. We're GS Construction, and we're in the supply and demand business with you. Edmonton and the surrounding area continue to grow. Infrastructure has to be continually replaced and upgraded to keep up with demand. You see it with new buildings and new roads, but what about below ground, where all sorts of pipes bring you water and take wastewater away? That's where we come in. For more on what we do, go to gsconstruction.ca.
At Papa John's, our butter chicken pizza is a Canadian favorite, and we think we know why. We start with a velvety, tangy, and subtly sweet sauce. Then it's our better ingredients: fresh, never frozen original dough, juicy grilled chicken, and crunchy green peppers and onions. Sounds delicious, right? Well, wait till you try it. It's butter chicken made better. Order your large butter chicken pizza today for only $19.99. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. Proudly locally owned and operated.
A huge thank you for making Sports 1440 the most listened to sports radio station in Edmonton. From Gregor to Carius to Low Tide, we've got in-depth analysis on all your favorite sports. We are Sports 1440.
It's back! The world's best curlers are returning to this queue for the Grand Slam of Curling Go Up Tour Challenge. Join us October 14th to 19th at the Silent Ice Center as top teams from around the globe battle it out for glory on the pebbled ice. Enjoy world-class curling and an unforgettable fan experience, all right here in our community. The Grand Slam of Curling Go Up Tour Challenge, October 14th to 19th at the Silent Ice Center. Don't miss it.
The Lawnmower Hospital.
Step into fall with Husqvarna and the Lawnmower Hospital. Husqvarna has chainsaws for the homeowner, farmer, rancher, or professional available in battery or gas-powered models. Take care of leaves quickly with the power of Husqvarna blowers. You'll find it all at the Lawnmower Hospital, and you can see the full selection at lawnmowerhosp.com.
We're more than repairs. We're more than mowers. The Lawnmower Hospital.
When it comes to choosing a hair clinic, the difference is in the doctor.
I'm Dr. Van Elliott. Transforming how you feel about yourself is a very personal experience, and I'll work directly with you every step of the way.
Physicians come from all over the world to learn from Dr. Elliott.
When your personal goal is to help other people achieve theirs, you must deeply understand the latest treatments.
Want to feel confident and comfortable? The difference is in the doctor.
I'm Dr. Van Elliott at drvanselliott.com.
At Wendy's, $4 gets you more than just a burger. It gets you a Dave's Single, made with a quarter pound of fresh, never frozen Canadian beef. All for just $4 at participating Wendy's. Taxes extra. But hurry, this deal ends October 26th.
You haven't set your lineup yet, right? It's Fantasy Frenzy with Halley and Douglas on Sports 1440.
Presented by Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
Welcome back. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440. Not the AM dial, but streaming. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram. You want to listen? iHeartRadio. I mean, if you're listening, you're probably not going to change your platform. So just thanks for tuning in today. 1-833-401-1440. That is the text line. You can also chat on the YouTube channel, Sports 1440 AM. And a big shout out to our sponsor, Will Hawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at willhawkbeefjerky.com. Since we are off the air, Hot Salsa did send in some conspiracies we could talk about. The Earth being flat, never going on the moon, 9/11 inside job. Lee Harvey Oswald did not shoot JFK.
I think Lee Harvey Oswald did shoot JFK, but I do think it was orchestrated by the CIA.
I'll listen to the moon one.
You think it was on the sound stage at Imagine Entertainment?
I'll listen to it. Why don't we go back?
What's there to do? What's there to see?
What's there to do in anywhere? Go hang out, chill.
You can watch the Oilers. Think you can watch the Oilers on the moon, buddy?
Maybe.
You just need the right signal.
Yeah.
You need a really...
Do you get Sportsnet on the moon?
You need a really long antenna. They'd probably charge you a out-of-world fee.
Here's the thing, Duke. People paid money to go to the Titanic. People would pay money
to go on. You mean like go on the Titanic or go on that sub to go see the Titanic and they died?
To go to the Titanic. People will pay money to go to space.
They have. Katy Perry.
And now, why not go to the moon?
And she got absolutely chastised for that.
Was that unfair?
Yeah.
She just...
Who cares?
I mean, I've heard she's not a great person.
She's rich. Let her spend her money on whatever she wants and talk about it however she chooses. You don't have to listen.
Hey, that is true. Oilers in action tonight, taking on the New York Rangers at Madison Square Garden. Should be a fun one, I would think. We'll have pregame coverage for you from 4 till 5 with Andrew Walker, Gregor, Landon Ferraro, taking your texts here from members of the team as well. Oilers looking like they're going to roll out McDavid, Draisaitl, and Mangiapane. I like that. Jack, now, how do you say his last name?
Roslovic?
Because I've heard Roslovich.
Roslovich.
Player pronunciation guide said Roslovic. So he'll play with Savoy and Nuge. Your third line will have Podkolzin, Frederick, and Kapanen. And then the Iceman, Ike Howard with Adam Henrique and Tomaszek on the fourth line. Of course, that leaves Philip and Lazar out. On the back end, Echo and Bouchard, Nurse, Stetcher, Kulak, Emberson. And it looks like Stuart Skinner getting back into the starter's net for this one. I like Mangiapane on that top line. I mean, obviously, probably earned his spot. What have you made of Trent Frederick in the first two games? Small sample size. I still say, I mean, his highlight from his time with the Oilers is getting cross-checked in the face.
Yeah, I'm with you that I've been largely disappointed, and I think it might. I could be guilty of bias here, spilling over from his time in the playoffs last year, where we know he wasn't at 100% health, the ankle still bothering him, and kind of seeing a real lack of effectiveness across the lineup. And yeah, it's just 2 games, but I'm kind of seeing the same thing. Like, he was afforded a really cushy opportunity playing on the top line with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl. Now, that line has had success. They've largely dominated possession, scoring chances, all those factors. But in watching the 2 games, has like Trent Frederick been an integral part of making that happen, or has he been a bit of a bystander?
Yeah.
That's what I've come across. And then to me, what really kind of boils it down to is in Saturday night's game when Tyler Myers did the old cup check on Connor McDavid, like Trent Frederick, that is partially why you were acquired and held on to, retained, is like this Oilers team lacks sandpaper up and down it, right? Like that's a fact, especially after you move on from a guy like Evander Kane. Trent Frederick, you need to be that. I'm not saying you got to go drop the mitts with Tyler Myers, who is probably close to a foot taller than you, but you gotta show a little grit, like a little something to me. Like that's how I see it. And as a result, yeah, Andrew Mangiapane gets the elevation. And I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I kind of I liked that second line.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked what I'd seen from there. I would have loved to see Jack Roslovic in that spot with McDavid and Draisaitl. But hey, we've said it a lot on this show, Connor. Chris Nowak seems to have a pretty good read on this team. It's early going here, but I guess we'll get a first look at how these lines flesh out tonight.
Yeah, they're going to play 4 games in the next week, right? So we're going to probably see some things moved around a little bit. I'm with you. I'd like to see how that can work, because we know the guy can put the puck in the back of the net. He had a hot start last year. Didn't keep it going throughout the entirety of the season, but we'll see. Maybe how it helps out the second line. Some news from the CFL just coming down. The Saskatchewan Roughriders signing Jeremy O'Day and Corey Mace to contract extensions. So GM and head coach locked up for another couple years out in Riderville. Makes sense. The 12-4 Riders,
pretty well deserved, I would say.
Yeah, that's a pretty solid team. Playing some good football right now, defensively, and can win on the road and at home. 6-2, identical records wherever they're playing. So the Riders looking like they're going to be a pretty tough out for whoever gets them in the playoffs. Matchup, whether it's the Lions, Stamps, Blue Bombers right in there as well. Edmonton Elks, got to keep on winning. Bombers have a tough schedule. Bombers do get the Riders and then the Montreal Alouettes. So the Riders, not much to play for. Maybe try to hurt their rival in Winnipeg. And then Winnipeg then will take on Montreal, who could be playing for a bye. So you might get a full-on effort from the Alouettes. The Elks, though, have to win this Friday when they take on the BC Lions out in Vancouver. 8:30 start to brew the coffee.
So we talked about this last week when you informed me that it would be in Sherwood Park at Sherlock's for your watch party.
Yeah.
Hey, great place. Great establishment. The watch parties are a riot of a time. I might go out to my good friend Chucky Slick's house, who lives east of Sherwood Park, play a full round of golf on the simulator in his shop, and then still come in and easily make kickoff. And I'm saying I'm heading out there for an evening tea time on the sim. And I could still
6
make
o'clock.
Yeah.
Well, it's on a sim. Then you're not waiting for anybody in front of you, right?
Everyone has to shoot those still.
Well, okay. How many people in the group?
Hard to say. I'd have a lot of friends.
Oh, they're popular.
Not a huge brag or anything, but I would say I'm very popular.
Well,
I mean, it's not my sim, so I guess the invites would be dictated by Chucky Slick and how many friends he has, which is also a lot.
Bring the crew. Final watch party of the
Tell
year.
you what, Connor,
potentially.
You can come too, and then we'll head into the watch party.
I'm gonna put the boy to bed.
Bring him.
Time to stay up late. Trevor on YouTube says, I like Howard, but he needs to get sent to Bakersfield so he can play 20 minutes a night on the top line instead of 10 minutes on the bottom line in the NHL. Trevor, I think I'm with you. I think they're probably giving him a taste of the NHL, but for development, it's got to be kind of the Savoy plan.
Yeah, you got to get first-year pro player, get after a cushy, I'm sure very, nice and opportunistic time at Michigan State. Great facilities, everything provided for them. Give him a taste of the NHL. And he's like, all right, buddy, down to the always hungry league.
Yeah.
Have fun riding the bus from Bakersfield to San Diego 100 times a year.
It's beautiful.
And hopefully that motivates him to keep playing hard, working hard, improving, and getting back to the NHL.
I mean, you're probably gonna living in Bakersfield. Like it's certainly not the worst. It's not the NHL lifestyle. You play hockey a lot longer though, or golf. Sorry.
Oh yeah.
Go out and swing the sticks every once in a while. But yeah, I think that's a good plan at some point. If he's not getting the touches and he's not getting much ice time, send him to the AHL. Let him play power play. Let him maybe work on the PK. That's what's avoided last year, and certainly that's going to help his opportunity. I'm with you on that one. IMAX says you got to ask Struddy to pronounce if it's Roslovic or Roslovich. Well, Struddy will be on with Gregor today, so we might be able to take a look at that one. Deanocracy says Sherlock's in Sherwood Park for the watch party. I'll be there. Dean, we'll see you there. Good morning, guys. I see Lavoie was sent down by Vegas. Did Edmonton still have first right to claim him back? I don't know. I don't think that the Oilers are interested in his services anymore. I think they've probably moved on.
I would agree.
He's not.
I also don't know the answer to that question, but I'm with you, Connor. I'm not sure the Oilers are knocking that door anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. I had high hopes for him. It didn't work out in Edmonton, and change of scenery was probably needed for him. But yeah, I don't think he'll be ending up back with the Oilers. This segment, I should mention, brought to you by Elks Nation. Check out the new website, elksnation.ca. Articles, podcasts, and more breaking down the green and gold, the most in-depth Double E football coverage online at elksnation.ca. Text line 1-833-401-1440. Northside Norm says he likes Mangiapane to get a goal tonight. Paying out pretty good.
3 straight?
That'd be something. His career high is 22 goals, right?
No. Talked 35 that year in
with
Calgary.
Yeah. Okay. That's when Struddy was actually banging on the Mangiapane Olympic train for a while.
That year.
Well, I don't know if it was that year, but it was like, we got to get him. I don't even know if the Olympics were going to be a possibility, but it was the year before, I think.
I thought you were talking like this year, like in these
No.
These first 2 weeks of the NHL season, like leading in Struddy's like, Mangiapane, Team Canada.
We thought about it. No, a previous regime, when we thought they might go to the Olympics, and then they didn't end up going. The guy's got the potential. He's got the shot. Maybe like an unheralded move around the league. Like, I think everyone knows he's a good pro. He's obviously going to play night in, night out as long as he's healthy. But the shot, I think, is a nice one that you can complement with McDavid or Draisaitl at some point this year. Maybe he drops down to the second line, or maybe he hangs out in the top line for a little bit longer. We'll see when Zach Hyman returns. But maybe someone you should be targeting in your fantasy hockey leagues.
Wouldn't be the worst idea.
What is the worst idea?
I don't know.
Quentin Byfield?
Any other given thing that strolls into my brain.
I thought Byfield was going to be a breakout player this year. That was my pick.
Scored last night.
Yeah, I saw that. Good for the fantasy frenzy hockey pool.
For me.
Oh, you and me. And everyone else.
And everyone else, I guess, probably. Henceforth, why I keep thinking I'm having good nights and I'm still sitting in 43rd place. This is a joke. Like, top pick. I go out on the limb and take Nikita Kucherov. Total bust so far. He stinks.
Even Declan Kruger, his number one fan in Edmonton, says he could be due for a downfall.
Dang it.
Declan knew.
I wasn't reading the Kucherov fan pages, of which Declan moderates.
CJDM says, guys, how is Howard supposed to show what he is being buried on the fourth line with no minutes, though? He should get a look with the skilled players before we send him down, in my opinion. So, I mean, that's been discussed in the past. Are you going to put on the top line? Probably not. I think Mangiapane is better there. Second line, could you throw him out there with Nuge and, Roslovic maybe? But I think Savoy has shown that he's deserve that spot. Third line, Podkolzin, Frederick, Kapanen. I think that's a pretty good, third line, checking line. So I think that his spot is just unfortunately where it is in this team right now. I get what you're saying. It's not, he's not going to thrive. He's an offensive player. He's not going to thrive on the fourth line.
Which I think lends itself to what you and I are saying, that, little taste, see what it's like in the bigs, get a feel, meet all your teammates and stuff, and then head down to Bakersfield and play some more, as this texter said, meaningful minutes in a more opportunistic role.
And then that kind of leads into our next one. Darren said, why the hell is Noah Phillips not playing? Is he hurt? Well, no, but Roslovic getting into the lineup. I would think that at some point Howard is going to go down to Bakersfield, and that could open up the spot for, well, you're going to have to get Janmark in too at some point here, and Hyman.
Yeah, the Chris Knobloch spoke to the media after practice today and said, Janmark, this is via our good buddy Mark Spector, Knobloch hopes, that's in quotes from Spec, to have Janmark back for the weekend, Wallman back for Thursday, Regula on the weekend, and November 1st still holding for Zach Hyman's return as well.
So you get Janmark and Hyman back. 2 players come out of the Oilers lineup. To me, that would say that Ike Howard probably sent to Bakersfield, where he can play. And then who else comes out?
So you got to make a decision on a defenseman with Wallman back and healthy to say, all right, who do we think is the lowest odds of being claimed through waivers?
Yeah.
Or if they do get claimed, which is the least detrimental to our team's immediate and season-long success?
Could it be Stetcher?
That name's, I have really liked Alec Regula's game. Once again, it's 2 games, but at this point, if I had to make a decision on who's playing over him or Ty Emberson on the third pairing, I'm taking Alec Regula. I like, as much as the Oilers controlled the pace in Saturday night's game, I thought, like, when the puck is on Ty Emberson's stick, I don't see a lot of confidence moving it. It's a complete flip with Regula. He's poised with the puck. He can make plays with it, offensive zone or defensive. So, like, that's where I'm at right now, still in the very early going. I know the team likes Emberson, signed to an extension, but like, that's, I just think right now Regula has a little more to offer than Emberson in the lineup on a game-to-game basis.
Looks big out there.
He is.
Like, getting 6'4", 210.
He is a big dude, and he's not like, he's not who's the guy, Leon Bischel in Dallas, that like has a reputation of being a big guy that puts people through the glass. Like, that's not his game, but he's not shy about physical play. He skates quite well for a big man. And like I said, I like his poise with the puck.
Yeah. I'm with you. I've been, like 2 games, small sample size, but so far so good. You understand why the team claimed him and then was like, okay, we'll give you your time to get healthy.
Before ever seeing him play, is like, here's an extension.
Yeah, we like what you've got here. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll get to more of your text, let you know what's coming up on the Lowdown Flowtide and the Jason Gregor Show. Does Fantasy Frenzy streaming only today. iHeartRadio, Radio Player Canada, our website. Tune in. Also, you can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, X, and Instagram, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky.
Hey everybody, it's Jason Stradlin. How would you like to join me and the superstars of hockey on an exotic holiday? Join us on a 7-night cruise through the Mexican Riviera, leaving from Los Angeles and including Cabo, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and more. While we relax and cruise the tropical waters, you can attend an intimate meet and greet with legends like Bill Ranford, Fernando Pisani, Kelly Buckberger, Ron Lowe, Gene Principe, Jack Michaels, Louis DeBrusque, and more. There's still time to get in on every hockey fan's dream cruise. Book now and save $500 per couple. The Edmonton Hockey Legends Cruise. Price start at just $23.99. Part of the proceeds support the Ben Stelter Foundation and Kids with Cancer.
Visit cast.tours/Edmonton. Call 1-833-347-7678. Call now to book and save $500 per cabin when you mention promo code Stingray Radio. That's cast.tours, 1-833-347-7678.
It's back. The world's best curlers are returning to Disc for the Grand Slam of Curling Go Up Tour Challenge. Join us October 14th to 19th at the Silent Ice Center as top teams from around the globe battle it out for glory on the pebbled ice. Enjoy world-class curling and an unforgettable fan experience, all right here in our community. The Grand Slam of Curling Co-op Tour Challenge, October 14th to 19th at the Silent Ice Center. Don't miss it.
Michelle and Colette are sisters. Sisters who don't agree on much, especially when it comes to which hockey team is the best.
Edmonton is the best, baby. Vancouver's number one.
Even when it comes to meat snacks from Wilhawks.
I love the Harris-Schweiner. The ham sausage rules.
But they will agree.
Wilhawk beef jerky is the best.
It might just be the only thing Alberta hockey fans can agree on.
Others can try to imitate, but no one can duplicate Wilhawk beef jerky. Only available in Leduc. Get yours today, because you don't win friends with salad.
Michelle and Colette are sisters. Sisters who don't agree on much, especially when it comes to which hockey team is the best.
Edmonton is the best, baby. Vancouver's number one.
Even when it comes to meat snacks from Wilhawks.
I love the Harris-Schweiner. The ham sausage rules.
But they will agree.
Wilhawk beef jerky is the best.
It might just be the only thing Alberta hockey fans can agree on.
Others can try to imitate, but no one can duplicate Wilhawk beef jerky. Only available in Leduc. Get yours today, because you don't win friends with salad.
Listen up, because you're not going to want to miss this. Right now is your chance to get in on Play Alberta's biggest offer ever. For a limited time only, new players can get up to a $1,000 casino bonus when they sign up. There's never been a better time to join the fun. Visit playalberta.ca today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Performance by Action Electrical today. Their projects team kicked things off, designing and building with unmatched skill.
Then the service team swoops in for those crucial repairs and maintenance. And don't forget the testing team, ensuring everything's safe and sound before the solar team scores with sustainable energy.
A complete team effort. Have Action Electrical bring home a win for you and your project. Visit actionelectrical.net.
A huge thank you for making Sports 1440 the most listened to sports radio station in Edmonton. From Gregor to Carius to Low Tide, we've got in-depth analysis on all your favorite sports. We are Sports 1440. Every coach needs a game plan. Plan your fantasy frenzy with Halley and Douglas right here on Edmonton's Sports 1440.
Presented by Wilhawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky.
Welcome back. It's Fantasy Frenzy here on Sports 1440, brought to you by Wilhawk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhawkbeefjerky.com. Connor Halley, Brandon Douglas. I don't think I've introduced everyone today. Josh Fenwick and Sam Wilness with you here from the Sports 1440 studios. They waved. I don't know who they're waving at, but just wanted you guys to know that they did wave. They said hello. Text line again, 1-833-401-1440. We've got some bull riding going on right now, Duke. How often do bull riders get their heads landed on? Because that would hurt.
I don't know.
Have you ever seen it?
No, not to my memory. Like, I've seen some real close calls and like get clipped and like they bang their head off the neck or the hump of the bull when they're like dismounting or getting bucked off. But to say get like stepped on, like their actual head, I don't think I've seen that. Lots of other body parts get stepped on. That's why they wear that vest, Connor. Protect the vital organs.
It's smart.
And why a lot of guys these days also wear helmets, because a very important vital organ exists inside your head. Now, some might argue your skull is the protector for that particular organ, but skull only gets a guy so far sometimes.
Yeah. Well, when I don't even want to guess the weight of a bull lands on your skull, I feel like it would do some damage. How big are these guys? These bulls?
The bulls? Oh, you're talking, anywhere between 1,500 to 1,800 plus pounds. Actually, that's probably on the low side, 18 to 2,000.
Oh, that could do some. Oh, even with if they landed right on your chest.
Oh yeah, man.
Oh, that sound.
I've had cows run me over and like step on my chest and stuff, and they're like, 1,200 pounds. It hurts.
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Coming up next year on Sports 1440, should be back on the radio. No promises, but at some point we will be. Lowdown with Low Tide. He'll be joined by Dan Legend Bowman, I believe, from New York. Also, they'll have Jason Greger and Rachel
Krychak. Is that right?
I think so.
It's very close, if not right on.
I tried to look it up. She was married in the summer. So Rachel Dory, as she was previously known as. We'll get it. We'll get it eventually. You search her and all that comes up is...
It is Rachel
Krychak. Okay, there we go. Yes, she'll be by with the boys later on today. Then on the Jason Greger Show. Putting it together. Spec will be by. We'll head out to New York. Terry Ryan's going to join us. We'll have 5 questions. Cam Tate's 2-minute warning. Kevin Woodley of In Goal Magazine. And of course, smack dab in the middle, Andrew Walker and pregame coverage going from 4 till 5. So going to be a fun one today. Then once the game wraps up, the boys will be back as well. Donovan Paulson will be in the mix, as is former NHLer Landon Ferraro. Bruce in the Park says, gents, doesn't Howard get sent down and Lazar waived for Janmark and Wallman to return with nobody being waived? Yeah, I think that would probably be the easiest route to do it. I love Curtis Lazar. We'd love to see him with the Oilers, but just the way things have gone, it kind of feels...
what that would imply is that then the team will continue carrying 8 defensemen.
Mm-hmm.
It's possible, and I'm not ruling it out. It's very much an option to them. Or do you waive one of the defensemen?
And I mean, I guess that depends on, like, we can go through it. So Nurse, Bouchard, Ekholm, Kulak safe, obviously.
Yeah. Then it comes down to Regula, Emerson, or Stetcher, all of which, if I'm not mistaken, require waivers.
I think we're forgetting one defenseman as well. No, just the 4. Yeah. And then Wallman's going to come back.
Yeah.
So he would be the 5th. Right. So there's just really that one spot and then your 7th defenseman as well. So if they go that route and keep 8 defensemen, maybe a little different. You'd have some options game to game on who you wanted to go with. Do the Oilers still have a need for the janitor? I know he's useful, but I'd rather have Philp myself. Thoughts from CJ EDM? Yeah, I mean, I guess I'd like to see like Philp take that job from him.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Knobloch likes Matthias Janmark. Like, he doesn't have too many flaws in his game. I mean, he doesn't, but the fear,
he doesn't wow you.
The goal scoring might not be there.
He's a very reliable bottom 6 player.
But that's what he is. I think coaches love those guys.
But remember, he was once traded for a 1st-round pick.
Really?
Vegas.
Way back when?
Vegas gave up a 1st-round pick to get him out of Detroit, I think. And then he didn't play in the playoffs, if my memory serves correct. I could be easy on the details, but...
Hontoria Momes. How many L's do the Sabres have to soak before the Oilers can get Tage or Tuck?
Probably more than 3.
Yeah.
Even if in Saberland it's total pandemonium. They're chanting Fire Adams last night. It's a bad time in Buffalo. Really bad time.
I think that if I'm the Buffalo Sabres, like Alex Tuck is one thing because he's a UFA next year. You have to move on from him. But if you're Tage Thompson, unless he like comes to me and says, "Get me out of here,"
I'm not trading.
Trading. You got him under contract till 2030 at $7.1 million. Like, that's a piece you win with. If he comes and says, like,
I've had enough,
send me out of here, I'm done with this place, then you consider it. But until then, I'm not even taking a look at it. Alex Tuck, though, that's an interesting one. I mean, he's only at 4.75 mil. So there is some room to move him. But again, not going to be for a little while. Northside Corey said, hardest decision for me coming out of this weekend is whether I should get a clean white or retro blue Jackson Smith Najigba jersey.
Go with the retro.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They're so sick.
I've never been a huge fan of the Seahawks uniforms. I don't know. Ever since they made the switch. But when they come back and wear the retro, and I want to see a retro white jersey as well.
How long until the retro becomes their mains again? 2 years?
Does it lose its appeal?
To some, but it lasts long enough that everybody buys one. And then in another 5 to 7 years, you change them again and do it all over. Then all of a sudden the throwbacks will be like the Marshawn Lynch Super Bowl era jerseys are. We're wearing our throwbacks championship weekend.
I've seen that with the Chargers because they wanted new jerseys. They wanted powder blue. They go powder blue, and then 4 or 5 years later, everyone's like,
"Give me the navy.
Can we get that navy back?" And this weekend they're going to wear the yellows, the gold.
Oh my god,
it's going to be an eyesore.
Who do they play?
Colts.
This is me mashing Colts to cover whatever spread and or money line
because of the jerseys.
Yeah,
they're going to be blinded.
Matters a lot.
They can't see. Go check the Seahawks record.
I'm just kidding. I'm a Chargers guy.
I want the Seahawks and Chargers when they play next year. Chargers wear their gold. Seahawks bust out the neon greens.
Oh, color rush Thursday. Better be on Thursday Night Football.
We just blind ourselves for 3 hours watching
color rush Thursdays are back.
Terrible jerseys. But Northside Corey, I think we're going with a JSN retro blue, classic look.
Shout out JSN. Better than Terry McLaurin, as it turns out.
Yeah, I should have alphaed you.
You should have stood harder on that hill, Connor. You should have smited me down.
Our receiving core would be unbelievable if we had him right now.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have had to trade.
We would to get Jefferson. I just tried to acquire JSN from last year's runner-up, who's mired in a slow start in our dynasty league. He's what are we at? 6 weeks, 1-5.
Mm-hmm.
I'm 5-1. I just tried to acquire JSN and he rejected my offer. I thought it was a good offer. Tank Dell, who's obviously out for the year, but good upside. Trayvon Henderson, my top pick from this last rookie draft, for JSN and a second-round pick.
Sorry, who's the first name?
Tank Dell. It's a future play. It's a dynasty league.
Okay. Well, we don't know how Tank's going to come back.
Oh, he'll be back. Better than ever, probably. Stronger legs.
Pretty gruesome.
After they completely rebuilt it.
Yeah, that was a nasty injury he had.
Oh, I shiver just thinking about it.
We did have Lance earlier on asking, like, just looking ahead, survivor pool picks. Granted, we are not in the survivor pool. So
we being you and I. Josh still alive.
Well, maybe we'll see what he thinks.
Bears, maybe.
Bears playing the Saints. That stands out. Patriots against the Titans. Chiefs, Raiders. Eagles, Vikings, I'd probably stay away from. Panthers to beat the Jets. Hey, shout out to Panthers fans. 3-3. Congratulations.
Not bad.
You made it. Broncos, Giants. I assume Broncos at home will handle their business on that one. Chargers, Colts, I'm not touching. Commanders, Cowboys, not touching. Packers, Cards, probably not touching.
Really? I think the Packers there are, unless Jacoby Brissett's playing. I like the Cardinals.
The injury to Kyler Murray coinciding with the release of a big video game.
Shocker.
He'll never beat those allegations.
Sprained his thumbs.
Like he can't go.
He loves Call of Duty.
49ers, Falcons becomes intriguing.
Second straight primetime game for the Falcons.
Yeah.
And the Lions, I guess, on another double dip Monday night.
Put up a good show. Baker Mayfield, MVP?
Yeah. Tell me another player that is close at this stage of the season. We're through 6 weeks. A third of the season is done. I don't think it is close. There's no one else in his realm right now.
And to do it the way he has without Mike Evans and then Chris Godwin, not there either. Emeka Egbuka goes down and then he's just like, I'll just find Tez Johnson, a guy who's smaller than Sam the intern.
Did you see the clip post-game of Tez Johnson talking about, he's like, yeah, I heard the MVP chants. I thought they were for me.
Yeah.
And he's like, I went over to Sterling Shepard and said, why are they chanting that? I ain't really done much this year. And then Shepard says, dude, they're for Baker. Oh, right. That makes sense.
I looked into it to see like why he might think he was MVP.
Just probably after a sick backflip.
He's caught 6 passes all year. He started 5 games.
He recognized, he's like, MVP. I haven't done nothing. I haven't done jack.
Dude, am I the MVP?
But I caught a touchdown and they did a really cool celly.
Great catch.
Yeah.
He used all of his 5'10" frame to bring that one in. Right now, I just threw up. I didn't throw up. I threw up on the computer. DraftKings. And Patrick Mahomes as the MVP favorite. Patrick Mahomes.
That's insane.
Followed by Josh Allen, Baker Mayfield, Matthew Stafford, Jared Goff, Drake May, Herbert, Love, all tied. Even Lamar Jackson is in the race. If you had to guess the first non-quarterback, who do you think it would be?
JT?
Yes, and he's tied with someone else. Not JSN.
Oh, Sam Darnold's way ahead of JSN. He's the man. Is it a running back or a receiver?
Receiver.
I don't know.
Not Puka.
Good guess. Good. Those are good guesses, Josh. I think they are.
Puka's like plus 20,000. Plus 10,000 is Amon-Ra St. Brown. So there you go. If you want to take a long shot, Mac Jones MVP.
Mac Jones
plus 50,000. Along with TJ Watt, Cam Ward, Trey Hendrickson, Travis Kelce, Will Anderson, Jackson Dart, and DK Metcalf. Crazy odds. Well, that music means we're done. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Appreciate it. If you logged on to the internet to listen or watch, we thank you. Hit that like button if you're able to do so. Coming up next, it is the Lowdown with Low Tide. Gregor, Rachel, and DNB. Bless you, Josh. Followed on the Jason Gregor Show from 2 till 6. We'll have pregame mixed in from 4 till 5 with Andrew Walker as well. So keep it locked here on Sports 1440 for the rest of your day. AM is back on air. Hey, if you're listening on the AM dial and you missed it, heck of a show. Maybe our best. Go check out the podcast, Apple, Google, Spotify, wherever you get it from right now. Sports 1440 Update with Sam, brought to you by Wilhauk Beef Jerky, home of Alberta's best beef jerky, online at wilhaukbeefjerky.com. Only available in Leduc.
This is the Sports 1440 update.
Oilers looking to take another win tonight as they head to Madison Square Garden to take on the Rangers with puck drop at 5 p.m. Some more NHL action tonight sees Toronto hosting Nashville. The Kraken head to Montreal to take on the Canadiens. Flames and Golden Knights facing off in Calgary. Tampa Bay looks to get a win against the Capitals in Washington, and the Wild looks to give the Stars the first loss of the season in Dallas. Some injury news coming out of Ottawa as Brady Tkachuk is expected to miss 4 weeks with a hand injury he sustained in their game against Nashville. National League Championship Series continuing tonight as the Dodgers look to take a 2-0 lead over the Brewers, with Freddie Peralta taking the mound for the Brewers, first pitch at 6. Lots of NBA preseason games tonight as the Thunder take on the Bucks. The Pelicans host the Houston Rockets. The Bulls take the court against the Nuggets. The Lakers and Sun going head-to-head. And wrapping up things, the Warriors taking on the Trail Blazers. Coming up at the top of the hour, it's the Lowdown with Low Tide, and this has been your Sports 1440 update with Sam.